Why is there only Blue Curaçao? I mean, think about it. Why don't they make Red Curaçao or Purple Curaçao? I mean, here I am racking my brains, trying to come up with a green drink for St. Patrick's Day. All I've got to work with is melon liqueur and crème de menthe. I mean, come on, there's got to be a better way. You know what? You've inspired me, Odin. Let's do it. Let's make our own Green Curaçao. Oh yeah. Welcome back to the show, and today we're making our very own Blue Curaçao, but we're gonna make it green. So we've got some spirits, vodka and gin. We also have oranges, big navel oranges, because this is orange liqueur. And we have a couple cloves, whole cloves. Just gonna give it a little extra spice. Okay, so we're aiming for about 500 ml of total liqueur. So we want half of that to be our spirits, and we're going with a split base of vodka and gin. So we're doing a half cup of vodka. Oh, spilt a little there. I'm not being too precise here. And then we're gonna do another half cup of gin. Most recipes called for just vodka, but then I found one that also had gin. And I thought, well, a nice citrusy gin like Bombay might pair well with the oranges. We're gonna add 2 whole cloves and then the peel of 2 large navel oranges. Now, real Curaçao is made with the La Raja oranges, which are very bitter. Now, most people can't find those, so the recipe called for some bitter orange essence, which I also don't have, but what I do have is orange bitters. So what I'm gonna do is put about a half an ounce of orange bitters into my mix here. I honestly didn't measure, I just did about 30 dashes, figured that was about enough. And that's it for the main base. So we're gonna seal that up, give it a good shake, and then we're gonna let that infuse for anywhere from 4 days to 20 days. Yes, that is a long range. I found recipes that said 4 days, some recipes said 22 days. I went on the shorter half because I didn't have that much time, and it worked great. I tasted it almost every day, and yeah, it worked. Okay, now we have to make our sugar base. We're gonna do that with simple syrup. We need about a cup of simple syrup, so we're gonna do 3/4 cup of white sugar, just plain white sugar, and to that we're adding 3/4 cup, same amount, of boiling water. This is my preferred method for making simple syrup. It's just pouring the boiling water from the kettle right onto the sugar. I don't like the stovetop method. I find you lose too much to evaporation, and then your ratios might be off. All right, give that a stir, probably about 4 or 5 minutes of stirring, and until the sugar is completely dissolved. Then you just want to set that aside until it cools. Okay, so here we've got another mason jar. We're gonna get a filter with a funnel with 2 coffee filters. And then we're gonna get our mix that's been infusing for about 4 or 5 days. And we're gonna, oh, it smells really good, really orangey. We're gonna pour that into the filter and just let that drip through. It's gonna be pretty slow, but you'll get there. Look at that nice yellow color. So if you're making yellow Curaçao, job done. No need for food coloring. Looks good though. All right, so we're just gonna wait for that. And then once it's all strained through, we have to add our simple syrup, our sugar syrup. So about 1 cup of simple syrup. So since half of this is spirit, and the spirits are about 40%, and then we're doing a whole half of simple syrup, our final liqueur should be around 40 proof or 20% alcohol. All right, after that, we're gonna just put in some food coloring of your choice. Obviously, I'm going green. This is for St. Patrick's Day, but you can make any colored Curaçao you wanted. There's no science here. Put as many drops as you want, and then mix until you reach the desired color. All right, we're looking good. After that, we're gonna bottle it. So I've got one of my nice swing top bottles here. Grab another funnel, and then just pour into the bottle. Look at that color. Isn't that beautiful? No longer will we be limited to only Blue Curaçao. We will make whatever color we want. All right, slap on a sexy label. and you've got your Blue Curacao. Now the recipe said this should last up to a year, shelf stable. We'll see. The first time I'm making it. Before making a drink, I want to taste test this, and what better to taste it against my Blue Curacao that I get locally. If it's as good as that, we've succeeded. All right, just look at the color. It's so neon. Love it. Okay, so Blue Curacao. Oh my God, right on the nose. It just smells like a freezy, like a popsicle. I barely even smell oranges. There's an orange flavor there, but it's very kind of artificial and toned down. It's very sweet. This particular one is 16% alcohol, so lots of sugar in that Blue Curacao. Mine, wow. Okay, so that orange flavor is much stronger, is much fresher. Oh. Yeah, that's a good orange flavor there. It's still very sweet, but there is a higher alcohol content. We probably hit that 20 to 22% range is what I was aiming for. Oh yeah, that's much better. That is really good. I think we've created a pretty damn good Curacao here. Just technically not a Curacao because we're using the wrong oranges, but I'm not going to get into that. And there it is. That's how you make your own Curacao. And make it purple, make it red, make it yellow, make it whatever color you want. It is your Curacao. All right, so this is Drunken Shamrock 2021. This is the Irish Cocktail Challenge, and today we are making a Shamrock Mai Tai. We're going to use some Irish whiskey, our Green Curaçao, we've got some lime juice, and of course, our Orgeat, since it is a Mai Tai. So we're just swapping the rum for our Irish whiskey. I'm using Tullamore Dew. It's one of my favorite Irish whiskeys for mixing. It's delicious. So 2 ounces of Irish whiskey in the glass. That's so good. Mai Tais work with other spirits. I've done with bourbon before, Kentucky Mai Tai. It works. No reason this won't work. All right, after that, we're gonna do a full ounce of lime juice. A lot of Mai Tai recipes will call for a 3/4 ounce. I like mine kind of sour. After that, we're gonna do 3/4 ounce of our Orgeat syrup. Mine is store-bought. You can make your own Orgeat. Now, a lot of Mai Tai recipes split between Orgeat and simple syrup. I tend to not care. I'd rather just up the that almond flavor. So do just the Orgeat. After that, we're gonna do a full ounce of our Green Curaçao. Usually it's about 3/4 ounce of your orange liqueur in a Mai Tai, but I really want to make sure we ramp up that green color as much as possible. And then we're gonna top with some, look at this, I got pebble ice. Got a new ice mold, makes little tiny cubes, and it's great for, for crushed ice drinks, but feel free to just use regular crushed ice. All right, we did a flippy move. We're gonna do a quick shake. It's crushed ice, it doesn't need a big shake. We're serving this in a rocks glass. I was gonna go tiki, but I'm like, yeah, this is for St. Patrick's Day. It's, it's technically not tiki, even though it kind of is because it's a Mai Tai. I'm overthinking it. Get a rocks glass, pour it in, and then we're gonna top up with more crushed ice or pebble ice, as it were. Look at those things, they're so cute. All right, all the way to the top with your pebble ice or crushed ice. For garnish, I was gonna do mint, didn't have any mint, but I wanted something green, right? So I've got these pineapple fronds, even though there's no pineapple in the drink, and a dehydrated lime wheel. And I think it looks pretty damn good. And there you have it. There is the Shamrock Mai Tai for Drunken Shamrock 2021. A beautiful riff off a Mai Tai using some wonderful Irish whiskey. This thing was delicious. I mean, the Orgeat was kind of front and center, but that nice Irish whiskey in the background. The orange from our homemade Curacao was really present. I was surprised there. Just a wonderful sipping drink. Very mild, because Irish whiskey tends to be quite mild. Very drinkable, very approachable. Just delicious. Try it out. And make your own Curacao. It's a lot of fun, and you get to make it whatever color you want. Good boy. Have a treat. You are the face of my liqueurs. All right, guys. Well, that's it. We'll see you next time. Cheers.